This is Paul. Yes. I was thinking of these reserve funds, funds that must be available to banks, credit unions, insurance companies, pension funds, and other financial institutions to meet future unexpected conditions or contingencies. Now, the big question is the unexpected, isn't it? Pooch. Not everybody manages their own personal finances for the unexpected contingency. But I'm kind of thinking that there are some that thought we were going the way of the dog, not realizing that if they drop, ooch, they lose one drop of blood. They try to sow themselves, and it's a weird sort of experience. I've known a lot of dogs that looked like a sheriff or a police officer, and they seem real nice they unless they lose any blood. Now, these reserve funds of some banks, yes. Now, I know you had to pay for the top secret way, so that you didn't have to go to work every day. Did you have a fish that looks like you that was going to be the teller or the manager of a bank? When you think about the actual reserve funds of unexpected contingencies, how much of the money was spent to hide your actual cloning of any employee? Why don't we run through the banks today and look at the actual employees? Did you think that your very nice fish was really so nice, not realizing that if they get one drop of blood, they're not nice. They're very mean. Ooh. Is is there a lack of reserve funds in the banking system? We could look at the smallest bank to the biggest bank. We get the banks that just, well, let's say that you bought into the concept of not going to work every day. And somebody said, well, you're in the top secret family, and we're going to make a dogfish clone that looks just like you. Yes. And it seemed nice, right? You can be on them, they can be on you. You have sex through them, they have sex through you. And they do some irritating things. I mean, it's difficult to get rid of them once you have one of those. Yes, yes, yes. But what happens if they lose a drop of blood? Pooh. They vampire. Now, it's not that they want to suck your blood, but they attach themselves to any place bleeding on your body. Now, there was the pick, the pock, and the pimple. Quite often I've had a problem with being able to get my rights enforced, and I haven't been able to bathe in a bathtub so as to cause the various scarring on my personal body from carrying a backpack. And I have a few pick marks. Hooch. Now, did you want to bleed my teeth today so you could be on my bleeding gums, or did you? Well, why don't we go through the banks and look at their exact reserve funds, and then you thought that you didn't have to have any reserve funds because you've got to cover up the top secret way of doing things, and your dog is not really that cooperative, but they never lose any blood. Is that right? Ouch. Well, how did you thought your dog was nice? Then they put a lizard in the ass so you could be on. You didn't realize. Your dog is not nice. If your dog loses a drop of blood, it becomes a ravenous beast of a being. Pooh. Why don't you give me the reserve funds of every bank? Pooh, Joe, could you do that for me? Could you do that?